During a recent interview with Larry Kudlow on Fox Business, Larry Kudlow, of course, served in the Trump administration as a very horrible economic advisor. But anyway, Donald Trump sat down for an interview with his old buddy where, for some reason, Donald Trump, out of literally nowhere, decided to both praise his friend Lindsey Graham and trash him as a piece of crap. This started when Donald Trump was talking about tariffs, which obviously he does not understand, and it somehow devolved into him going on and on about how much he loves and also how much he hates Lindsey Graham. Here's what Trump said. If China charges us on a car 100%, we charge them on a car 100%. Talking about tariffs. But you know, I have a certain senator named Lindsey Graham. And he's not into this as much as he is other things. He's a nice guy, good guy. And you know, he cares. He loves the country, even though he's a progressive. That's okay. These are minor details, Trump added. So he's a good guy. I love the guy, but he's a friggin' progressive. First of all, no. Don't you dare ever call Lindsey Graham a progressive. That is an insult to every single progressive in this country. Second of all, what's wrong with being a progressive? Like, you do realize the root of the word is progress, right? Progress. You know, moving forward. New things. Good. So, why is that bad? Like, why do these conservatives, Trump included right here, use progressive as a bad term when it is a term filled with positivity and forward momentum? Progress. But that's bad. Republicans don't like progress, right? They want a regressive, which is what Trump is. And for the record, it's what Lindsey Graham is too. Lindsey Graham agrees with Donald Trump on about 99.9% of things. And if he disagrees with him on tariffs, then congratulations, Lindsey Graham is not the dumbest person to ever exist. Because what Donald Trump doesn't understand about tariffs, and what, of course, Larry Kudlow didn't tell him about as an economic advisor or as a host, is we pay those prices. Donald Trump thinks that the tariffs are prices paid by the country sending goods to the United States. But that is flagrantly wrong. The tariffs are paid by the companies that import the goods. China doesn't pay that. The company bringing in the Chinese goods does. And then they pass that 10%, 20%, 100%, as Trump says, onto the consumers to recoup the money they lost. So in the end, we pay the tariffs. Trump cannot wrap his simpleton brain around that concept. And people like Larry Kudlow, that was supposed to be his economic advisor when he implemented his trade war, I guess didn't bother to tell him, right? You and Peter Navarro could have sat him down and been like, hey man, you got a fundamental disagreement on what's happening here. You couldn't do that, could you, Larry? And also another thing I want to point out here is the fact that Donald Trump, right, media saying like, well, Trump's doing all these interviews, Harris isn't doing any. Trump is sitting down with his friends. Trump is not doing any adversarial interviews. Trump is not talking to people who are going to ask him a hard question. In the last few days, he's done interviews with Kellyanne Conway, who served in his administration, and Larry Kudlow, who also served in his administration. He is talking to his friends, and no, he should not get credit for that. If he wants to get credit for doing interviews, go out there and do a live hit on CBS News Sunday morning, right? But don't sit there and talk to your friends and act like you're doing such a better job than Kamala Harris. Well, folks, we have crossed that 1 million subscriber milestone, but rest assured, we are just getting started here at Ring of Fire. So if you're not already, please do subscribe to the channel and make sure to like, share, and comment on the videos.